Good morning, good morning. Alright, so as usual, if you've been following this channel, you know what I'm about to say. Before we begin, like, comment, subscribe. If you can hit that subscribe button with your knuckles, you're an excellent puncher with knockout accuracy. Of course, let me know what you think about today's topic. Basically, what I'm talking about today is this weekend. It's cold as hell out here, by the way, out here. I think it's like freaking 33 degrees or something. It's pretty cold. But today's topic, basically, I went to New York this weekend to compete in International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Regional, and I think it was Manhattan, or it was in CCNY, wherever that school is in New York. But I competed at white belt level, and I've been training for this for a while. I was really worried because just last year, I mean, I was training now for 3 years, going on 3.5, I believe, or maybe 3 and 3 months or something like that. So I was worried about this tournament because just last year, man, I had I had blood problems. So I was like not able to walk at one point. So I was on all kinds of medications. It was horrible, man. So I literally had to stop training for like 4 months and be like just in bed, not doing anything. It was awful. But I had to basically learn how to walk again pretty much because my body had to get readjusted to walking, and it was a lot. Walking from my bed to the bathroom used to tire me out, and it was crazy. So I competed this weekend, so the fact that I was even able to go and compete was already a win in my book. But here's the thing, when I went, I was actually very nervous. So I talked to one of my teammates, and he was like, man, this is the same thing we do in the room. You just need to focus on what we do in the room, man. You roll with a bunch of killers in our class, so because we're allowed to roll with upper belts too, like brown belts, we roll with black belts, we roll with blue belts, we roll with purple belts. White belts get to roll with everybody. So you'll either get the shit smashed out of you, or they'll let you work a little bit, then smash the shit out of you. That's only two options really when you roll with guys that high on the scale. So my first guy I competed against, I swept him with a cross guard standing sweep, caught him with that, and it was like a scissor sweep. Caught him with that, came up, got the 2 points, was trying to pass his guard with the knee cut. Anybody who takes jiu-jitsu, I know what that is. But I tried to pass his guard with the knee cut. He had a pretty good guard. I couldn't get past it. So I ended up dropping for a, what the hell was that thing called? Bullfighter pass. I ended up doing that, and I dropped the weight on him. So I got past his legs temporarily, but I wasn't able to come up to his upper body, so I didn't get the points I needed. But it was cool because I maintained control of on top. Now, I can't really remember every detail exactly of the fight, but I know I was almost on bar, but it was a very bad on bar. I don't get, because I was in his close guard at one point while he was trying to close guard me, and I ended up like escaping it. But what white belts usually do, they flip the leg all the way over in front of you. And like, I haven't been on bar like that, I'd probably say, since like a year and a half ago. I haven't been on barred in that specific manner. The only person who on barred me from close guard was a blue belt. Like, white belts don't armbar me from that position, cause I see it coming and I make adjustments ahead of time. Like, it's predictable. So I was able to get out of that, and then I ended up beating him by points. And he tried to double leg me at the last 5 seconds. Coach was screaming double leg, and the good thing about tournaments is you can hear what the coach is yelling, so you can know what to avoid. So he's trying to double leg me. I'm trying not to get double legged. He yanks me in, and like my neck pushes against his shoulder, and my arm like extends, and man, it sent a shot of pain right down my arm. But like during the heat of the fight, I didn't stop fighting. As soon as the referee yelled time or whatever, when he stopped the fight, dude, I could not move my arm. I was like, oh fuck. I had so much pain in my arm, it was ridiculous, man. So luckily I had 20 minutes before the next match so I can get myself together. So I ended up beating that guy. So coach was telling me like I needed to stay, when I was passing, I needed to stay off my knees because the guy might grab you up and you might get called for stalling, which I really needed to learn, because the next match, that exact same thing happened. I tried to pull guard, I missed his hip completely, but luckily I recovered with another sweep immediately, because like when I missed his hip, I thought it was fucked because I almost pulled him in side control. That would have been terrible. I'd have basically just gave him the fight at that point anyway. So ended up recovering with a sweep I used on another blue belt Matter of fact, the same blue belt that R-barred me from close guard is the same. I use the same sweep I recover with him with to get him down. So those rules with that gentleman, he knows who he is. Those rules helped a whole lot because I used those to basically you know, try to stay in control. So I got the guy down and I got back on top. So I was up 2. So I was like, okay, let me try to knee cut this guy. So I'm trying to knee cut this guy. Almost had it once, and this guy goes for a cross choke. Now, when he goes to cross choke me, he pulls my gi over my head, and that's illegal in jiu-jitsu. You're not really supposed to pull the gi over the head. But for some reason, he wasn't getting called for it. So I'm trying not to get cross choked. My gi's halfway over my head. I can't hear what my coach is saying. And this guy's trying to get me in this full close guard. So I'm resisting as much as I can. So to shorten the story, I'm trying not to do too much, but I ended up trying to stand up and pass the last second. So he pulled my gi over my head again, and he swept me, and he ended up mounting me. And then when I got up, I was like, damn, I lost by 4 points or 2 points, because I had 2 last time I saw the scoreboard, and I thought he swept me and got the 4. Actually, that would have been 6 now that I think about it. So I was like, all right, well, I lost by 4 points basically. Man, this guy, I looked up, I had 3 penalties and he had 8 points. I'm like, what the hell happened? So I'm clueless as to what happened. So I knew he won the fight, but I was wondering why he won the fight. So I talked to the referee afterwards. He said, well, when you were sitting there avoiding the cross choke, you just kept your chin down. You didn't really make any moves like that. So I had to penalize you. I gave you 3 penalties and I gave him 2 points. The first thing I did was penalize you twice, and then I gave him the 2 points after the second penalty, and then I penalized you again. And if you would have done it again, I would have penalized you and gave him another 2. So that was a learning experience for me. So I ended up taking bronze, which is 3rd. I don't have my medal right now. I'll have it next time for you guys, so you guys can see the medal. But I learned a lot in that tournament, man. And for me, like I said, for a guy that was bedridden a year ago, man, it felt really good to get out there and actually put my skills to the test against, you know, resisting opponents. There's nothing like, you know, getting out there and using your technique on a person and it working. You know, it feels pretty good. So I'm more confident in the technique now. So, you know, let me know what you guys think. If you guys ever been in a combative sport or any kind of competition, what was it like for you? Was it nerve-wracking? How'd you deal with the nerves? You know, is it first or nothing? For me, I take it as strides. You know, I got what I got, and I'm proud of what I got. I just need to go back out there and go harder. So what do you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe again. Let me know how you feel, and I'll be glad to respond to you, and possibly in the comment section or another video. And yes, I did get a new car. I got a Honda Civic. It is not new, though. It is a 98. But yeah, so. Meanwhile, I'll holler at you guys later. I'm going to go punch this clock. Take it easy. Peace.